then, gang, and I did promise it last episode. Welcome to January. So then, we have quite a few games. There seems to be a bit of a winter break at the start of the January period, but I don't think it's going to be a quiet start to the January period. There are 4 games to play, scheduled to play at least, and we'll see how we do in those games as we sort of show you intermittent moments from those games rather than entire matches. Of course, that's not really the story. The story is Ben-Hur. The story is Renato Welter-Wink. Renato Welter-Wink's contract is up. He'll be available. I think teams can now get him if they want to. I can't offer him a new contract. He's not happy at the club, and Ben-Hur with a £4.4 million release fee is also likely to leave the club. We'll do everything we can to hold on to him. Someone gave me a tip, and hopefully everyone thinks this is fine. I've said the asking price is $2 million, hoping that the teams will bid that, and I will just reject that, and he'll stay here forever. If we get past this January period, it's a miracle. In theory, these teams could have bid $4.4 million at any time leading up to January and chose not to, but at 6 a.m. on the 1st of January 2035, a new year is upon us, and it's time to try and keep hold of our most coveted stars. Now, we can actually realign our expectations at the start of the season. It says top half finish, reach the playoffs and promotion. I think based on where we are in the league, I should say, I've played a few games since we last matched. Let's take a look at the fixtures, or the results for those. Since that quarter-final defeat to Manchester City, a 1-1 draw with QPR and a 4-1 win over Newcastle. You might remember we beat Newcastle 6-0 earlier this season. They've not had a good time against us. So it's going to be interesting to see how we do today. An FA Cup game that we should probably win, but yeah, it's one of those days where transfers are going to dictate everything. But in terms of our expectations, then I think we go for reach playoffs. I think, again, just very briefly, you look at the league table, 65 points, 8 points ahead of third position, and a massive now 14 points ahead of 7th. I think playoffs are almost guaranteed. So we're going to say playoffs. We're going to try and up our own expectations, and hopefully that might attract some players as well. We've got money to spend, remember. As much as Ben-Hur might leave, and Renato might sign for someone else, we do have money available. We actually have a massive $3.6 million to spend. Whether we spend it or not, I don't know. Ben-Hur is away on international duty soon. That's never good, I feel like. I see that happen all the time. Players go to the World Cup, never come back. This could be goodbye to Ben-Hur. So it says there, CC in £2 million swoop for Thames' Ben-Hur. That's what I want them to do. Now look, we've had a couple of bids here. 2.2 million or 2 million. No, I will reject these. Nope, not happening. This can't work. This can't work. The club wants to talk about extending my contract. Yes, let's do that. That'll give everyone a huge confidence boost. Let's get that sorted quickly. Let's hope that the players see that. Ben-Hur sees that and thinks, oh, he's here for a bit longer. I'll be here for a bit longer. Remember, Ben-Hur promised me to give me a year. He promised me as £2 million bid comes in. Reject. This can't work, surely. And there's now a contract offer to Renato, a contract offer I can do nothing about. I will let my director of football have a go, but I think Renato Welter-Wink is going to be leaving the club. Is there some sort of compensation fee on that, or is he just gone for nothing I can do? Right, the new contract talks. The big news then is that I'm getting contract talks before anyone else. I'll accept all of the terms. Happy with all those. Player attacking football is the only one I've got to concentrate on. And it's a £500 increase in wage. I'm going to try and up that to £1,000. We'll see if they're up for it. They're not. Can I get an extra year on that deal? Maybe. No. Right then. Well, I'm accepting anyway. 3.1 thousand. I got an extra £100 out of them. Thank you very much, board. And there we are then. A new deal has been signed. It takes me to 2037. So good, we'll be here for a little longer. I don't want him to go. I want him to stay. There's no need for him to go anywhere. Right. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm only going to come to you now when there's actual news to report. I can't just do it on every continue. Problem is there's news on every continue. Could also get Pat Rogers in as a replacement. Genuinely. So, it's the 13th of January, and we're playing Shrewsbury in the FA Cup. He's not gone yet. There's interesting. Well, it's quite interesting, the situation. Ben-Hur keeps getting offers, and I keep rejecting them. 4 teams now interested. Only 4 teams are now interested. I'm rejecting all the offers. The asking price is $2 million. Bid it if you want. You're not having him. You're not having him. No one's bid 4.4 yet, so we'll wait for that, I guess. And I think it might happen towards the end. In other news, Renato Welter-Wink, he's less kind. He's had contracts offers from about 10 teams, so I think he's probably going. Not only that, but Ben-Hur, despite his good season, now worth £6 million, by the way, is away with the Brazilian under-20s team for their European Championships, for their South American. What continent is he from? South Africa. I was looking at this. I was thinking, how long is he away for? He's away until the first week of February at least. Look at that. It could be away till then. I mean, oh, dearie me. So he's going to miss lots of fixtures. Not ideal for us. And it means he's going to have to sit out today as well. So Altidal's going to get the chance up front. Casper's going to come in. It's a situation. I'm going to play a second team, actually. Do you know, actually, Craig Dodd's going to get a go up front. Have a whirl. Rotated side, I will tell you what happens at the end of the game. Unless anything ridiculous happens, then I'll tell you during the game. Hello? We have taken the lead against Shrewsbury, and of course it's Renato Welter-Wink with the goal. Street lays it into Rowney, who chips it into the centre, and you can see a rising header at the front post for Welter-Wink. It'll be here to the end of the year. Scored again. This is like, I know my girlfriend's cheated on me, and but I have to keep watching it. Like, this is awful. Shrewsbury have just scored a great goal. Look, it's 2-2. They scored a moment ago as well. Just pops it in the top corner. Easy life. Well, this is nice. Craig Dodd scored to make it 4-2. Arthur got the third, and now 4-2 lead. He doesn't score very often, so I thought I'd give him the shout out. Oh my God, look at this goal. It's 5-2. Look at this goal from the man that's not going to be around for that much longer. Just bangs one in off the bar, doesn't he? Here to the end of the year, Ben. Remember that. 5-5. It's the 90th minute. It's 5-5. It's full time 5-5. So we've got a replay now. Great. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, viewers. Was it? No, it wasn't. There it is then. Renato Welter-Wink to Marseille. He's off. He's going. He's leaving. $8,000 a week he's getting and a work permit. Lucky him. Now we could sell him now, which I think means we negotiate with Marseille. So I'm going to say 10 million and 10 million immediately. They don't want to make an offer. So he's gone. That's one Brazilian down. Oh God. He's gone. That's it. Kevin Lewis out on loan to Bolton. It got you. Did I get you? If you weren't watching, I mean, what are you watching? We've got two left backs. We've got Turk and we've got him, so we're going to let him go out for the rest of the season. Makes sense for everyone. Playing the replay against Shrewsbury. I don't know what's going on. We've basically we've passed them the ball. Is what's Conlon's given them the ball. They're 1-0 up in the replay. It's all right. He's figured out where the goal is. He's figured out the right one to shoot in. 1-1. And Craig Dodd makes it 4, and that should probably be that. 85 minutes gone then, we've romped it a little bit in the second half. It's 4-2. Better happen again. They were then full-time, Thames 4, Shrewsbury 2, and we progress forward. I think it was Reading or Sunderland we get to play. What a treat. Now then, back to Ben Hur watch. All right then, playing Swansea, strongest 11 available. Obviously no Ben Hur, but Renato Welter-Wink plays in his place. Oh, just keep making me annoyed. Well, luckily for us, we've just equalised against Swansea after 19 minutes. They put themselves 1-0 up, and we've just equalised with Welter-Wink. Well, it's another equaliser. Hutchinson gets it. They were 2-1 up, and we've levelled it once again. We're down to 10. They've got a penalty. Not good. It was actually a free kick, which they didn't score from. Come on! The 10 men of Thames have got it back. Swansea are battling for promotion, by the way. They are one of the better sides in the division. And we've scored late. A through ball from Casper. Look at that. Hutchinson with a finish. That through ball was delicious. Oh, Casper. That's filthy. Great finish too. Wow. 3-2. We've come away with it. Went down to 10 men after being behind twice. That's a great win. One of the best wins I've had as a Thames manager, I dare say. That was really enjoyable. And back we go to Ben Hur watch. Right then, Bristol next. They're playing 4-4-1-1. Quite defensive. We're playing quite attacking. Taylor comes in for Edmund in the only change because he was sending off. Thank God that wasn't actually a live comp because nothing's happened in that first half. Although 90 seconds in to the second half, Welter-Wink's put forward by Rowney and finishes it off superbly at the near post. 1-0. He's done it again, hasn't he? To be fair, he was pretty prolific last season, so it makes sense. Bristol have scored. We'll move on. The friendly ghost. We're 88 minutes almost on the clock. Conlon sets free Rowney, who races towards the byline. Actually, plays it earlier than I thought. Plays it into Street, though, who lays it back, and Casper bangs it in. Lovely old job. 2-1. Let's see if we can hold on now and go a bit more defensive. And there we go then. Great win. 2-1 again. Fighting back 89th minute. This is the signs of a team that I like to get promoted. And worth knowing as well, last two matches, been quite close, but we've won them both without Ben Hur. That's the key so far this season. Looking really good. Everyone's playing well. Altidor's coming on in games and making a difference too. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. And we're not on to go. 24th of January right now. So we're about a week away from seeing if we can keep hold of Ben Hur for the rest of the... I've just seen who this is, by the way. This is because we've not been relegated. So... Paul Fernie, who's a scout, has got some money. Well done to him. We can't be relegated. We're still top of the league. We're now, 8 points clear? Surely, come on. How's Ben Hur getting on with Brazil? Let's take a look at that. So far, Love that. They played 2 games. They played Uruguay and Venezuela. They won 7-0 against Venezuela. And Ben Hur got 4 goals. That'll keep his profile low. Well done, Ben. 5 goals in that tournament so far. Probably going to win the Golden Boot in it, which is only going to make it worse. There's still some interest in him. There's interest from Germany, Italy and France, as well as, I think it's Clusio, is it? Might be saying that wrong. In Brazil. So teams do still want him, but they're not going above this 2 million mark. They all know. They all know that 4.4 will get it done. So it's still there if they want to do it. They're just not doing it. If I lose him in the summer, it's not too bad. Lose him in the January, it's awful. Lose him in the summer, I can kind of deal with that. Like, it's not too bad. You'll notice as well, I'm not bringing anybody in. Like, I think the squad we've got right now, we're top of the league. There's not a great deal or a great need, to bring anybody in. So why would I? Like, I don't want to waste the money. Like, I've got 3 million to spend, but the balance is 3 million. So if I know anything I spend, I'm just taking out of our own balance for the summer for maybe. I mean, next season could be great. Don't get me wrong. If we get into the Premier League, that might have to be a stream in itself, because the idea that we might have that much money to spend is blowing my little mind. Right, then Robbie Edmund comes back in after suspension, but the team remains the same as we go away to Ellen Road. This should be a toffee. Let me know if you like this sort of episode, by the way. We won't do it all the time, but during January periods, I think there's maybe a need for it if this sort of thing happens all the time. So, yeah, let me know. Enjoying this? Leave a like. That's a good indication. 90 seconds in. The text said, not the best start for Thames. No, we're 1-0 down, aren't we? So much firepower. Doesn't matter if we're 1-0 down. We're 5 minutes in, and we're back in it again. Hutchinson plays it into Welter Wink, who slides it across to Rowney, who then plays it back across goal. And at the back post, you can see him there. Hutchinson knocks it in. 5 minutes gone, 1-1. 2 shots, 2 goals. Never mind. They've scored from a corner. I mean, who could have seen this coming? Just before half-time, we're 3-1 down, which is not something very familiar with Thames. Leeds actually have played really well for a side that are 12th in the league right now as that motorbike flies by. Yeah, they're doing much better than I expected. Defensively, we've been a shambles. Sam Reed's on a 6.1. So at half-time, not good news. We could be losing again, eh? Where's the passion, lads? Eh? Where's the passion? Altidal incoming any minute now. In fact, we're not going to wait. We're going to make the changes we've been making quite often, actually. Conlon's going to come out. Welter Wink's going to go behind. And then Altidal on that right-hand side for Rowney to play as an inside forward on attack. And so far, in recent games to say, it's worked out well. It's 4-1 Leeds. It's 4-1 Leeds. We've scored. It works both ways. Apparently, it's 4-2. Dodd scored. Apparently, Sam Reed's having a poor game, 5.9. So I'm going to bring Lazaro on because he rarely plays these days. And that then is going to be that 4-2. Leeds beat us. Glenn Dobson's had a stormer of a game, and you can see why. Physically very good, great finishing ability on him as well. I think we could have had him on a free at one stage, maybe even at the start of the season. It is a name that rings a bell, and we've had him scouted. But yeah, Leeds actually. That doesn't really tell the story. They had a lot of chances. 12 shots on target. I saw most of them. It could have been a lot worse for us, to be honest. That said, though, still 7 points clear at the top of the table from third, that is, and just a point now, I think, ahead of Crystal Palace. So the gap's closing between us two, but we're still fine. As far as automatic goes, we're okay. And Ben Hur is still with us, and there's about 5 days to go, viewers. See there, Thames finally lose. 6 unbeaten, and Leeds bring it to a crashing end. Meanwhile, Ben Hur would have got another hat-trick, didn't he, for Brazil against Ecuador. This is ridiculous. There's 5 teams in a group. Brazil have played 3 games, and they've got a plus 18 goal difference. Ben Hur, top goal scorer, 8 goals. It's stupid, isn't it? I mean, this is going to put him on the map, viewers. That's the concern. Some good news. Ben Hur injured, tight groin, kicking the ball. Excellent. I shouldn't be pleased about that. Brazil won 6-1, by the way, so that takes it to 24 for their group stages. Right, it's interesting. I've not bought anybody in. It's deadline day. We've made it at long last, and Ben Hur is still getting offers. Bari have just cut in with 2 million. Again, we're rejecting the non-negotiable offer. I don't know how this is working, really. But I don't want to take part. I've signed nobody. I mean, I don't really need to. I've got my 5 loans at the moment that I can't get any more in, so there's no point in that. As I said before, the money spent will only take away from any summer budgets we might have. We're in a really strong position. If we were in the playoffs, I think I definitely would have gone for someone. Say we were in Middlesbrough's position, I think I definitely would have gone and bought someone. But at the moment, we're 7 points clear in the automatics. We're very much in the playoff discussion. We're clearly one of the better sides in the division. There's not really any need, so I'm not going to waste the money, and I'm really happy with the squad. We've been pretty lucky with injuries too. No one's had anything major. Why have I opened my big mouth? Swansea want Pierre on loan. What? You had him on loan? Yes, I'd quite like Shakira on loan, but we don't know. That's not how it works. All right then, Sunderland, FA Cup game. I just want this over and done with. I want this day to end. You might recall we actually beat them in the League Cup, so I don't know. They might want to get some back here. Hopefully they don't lay down. Because that's his name. That's what. There's that guy. Darren guy. Sometimes I wonder if my life's really worth it. Sunderland must just hate me. Like, absolutely hate me. Conlon is set free, races in on goal, and just when you think, well, what are you going to do, mate? He pulls it back, and almost a first time finish from Rowney, bangs it in. It's 1-0 against Sunderland again. Like, they're 6th in the Premier League. They're 6th. Admittedly, right, we got absolutely hammered by City, who are now in 4th, but they're 6th with Derby in 5th. What? Right, well, we've scored again. Conlon's banged in a volley. It's now 2-0 after 4 minutes. Oh, God. I'll let the words say nothing and the pictures tell everything. It's 2-1. At half-time, then still 2-1 up, and with a little bit of work to do, I think. This doesn't feel like it's over. It's over. It's all over. We've scored from a corner, essentially. It's sort of from a corner. It's well worked anyway, and their keeper falls down, gets up, and we score. Conlon makes it 3. We just better without Ben-Hur. Should we sell him? No. This was quite a nice goal. Guy, who I previously mocked, to be fair, does some quite good work, and Venegas plays it into that far corner. Decent finish. 20 minutes to go. I'm really hesitant to make changes late in this game, purely because I think that we're in such a strong position with 10 minutes to go. I don't want to mess it up, essentially, as we've got an attack, actually. We'll stick with this for the first time in today's episode. Shouldn't have bothered. Well, they've scored, haven't they? Right, when you need a winner, you bring on Altidal on that right wing, and forget that! He's not even on yet. Conlon has got his hat-trick, and we've scored and made it 4-3 to Thames in the dying embers of the game. There's not long left to go at all. Well to Wink, pulls it back across, and Conlon, what a game he's had. Altidal still comes on. And there we go then, a 4-3 victory over Sunderland. A fantastic hat-trick for Steve Conlon. He's seen Ben-Hur for Brazil do it, and now he thinks he can do it on his own. Now then, a matter of hours remain in this transfer window. Will Ben-Hur be a Thames player for the rest of the season? It's time to find out. So we're all wondering, all January, now will it come to... No. I'm getting some money as well. There's obviously a draw to do for the FA Cup too. And yeah, progressing in it nicely. And City lost to United. We should have gone through. We could have lost to United. It's done. It is over. We've survived the Ben-Hur attack, essentially. He's not here. Transfers cancelled. Some of these guys didn't go out on loan deals that I didn't want them to go to. But the window at 11 o'clock has slammed shut. And as far as I can see there, folks, Ben-Hur is still a player. Now, admittedly, right, and I wonder if this is something to put a part to play in it, he has promised to wait on the younger talent at the club to develop over the season. His agent clearly didn't go and offer him out. He was just wanted by lots of teams, but luckily for me, he stays with me. Teams are still interested, of course they are, but for now, Ben-Hur remains a Thames player, and long may it continue. By the way, Oscar Rowney in 31 games this season, 11 goals, 15 assists. Shout out to him. Ben-Hur remains then, and the January episode is over. A bit of an extravaganza, almost like a live stream cut up into little bits. But if you enjoyed it, please do leave a like if you want to see more of it. Let me know in the comment section. And Ben-Hur remains for a little longer in a Thames shirt. The championship table then looks like this. We're top of it with a cup game to come as well. When is the draw for that, actually? It's not for a while, so we'll leave it for now. But a very exciting episode. Some wins in there as well. A nice little bit of run of form. That defeat to Leeds, obviously a disappointment, but everything else was pretty good in it. Despite that 5-5 to Shrewsbury wasn't that good either, actually. But that's going to be us at the end then. If you enjoyed it, let's say drop a like. You want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and we love with care. From it to until next time, goodbye. This is going to be a nightmare to edit.